Okay, YouTube was down across the board. And I thought it was an attack. Because I've seen it before. That's how they go. No, you say, wow, you overreacted. God overreacted. Hey, I'm on there 24/7. Well, I have to sleep too. Okay. But we're, and I got a 505 error, and it said it didn't know what was going on. Okay, it's crazy. And I have I turned to our little friend here. Let me close this out here because I had to reinstall. I wiped my uh, account that I use to log into my Google TV because all I did is reset it. I was watching Google TV under YouTube, and and it was working weird. I'll be watching, and I'll freeze like that, and I don't know what, and then it would freeze again, and then it would keep freezing. So I said, okay, let me reboot this thing. So I reboot it, right? Reboot, restart, not go back to factory default because when it went back, holy cow! Like it says my account's gone. What? So see, but our friend here, this is the Google in here, and this is a Chromebook, by the way. Okay, okay, and we're gonna talk about that a little later after this. But I'm just saying, what are you gonna do? What can you do? It depends how you use YouTube. You're running your channels. I'm running a lot of channels. Why not? Yeah. Well, it's a long story why I'm running a lot of channels. Most of them started during the pandemic, but it doesn't matter right now. The matter is I was down and I thought it was an attack because of the way things was working. It's kind of suspicious when they attack you. You, your phone says unable to connect to your accounts. And like all my accounts disappeared. What would you do? I don't want to mess up the phone because it's a pain in the neck to get back. What I went to do is I went to scan the code so the phone would pick it up. You know what it said? Unable to connect. Sorry. What? What? Sorry. I ain't gonna cut it. The best thing to do is go to your main PC, a desktop PC, um, that you connect to, and try to do it that way. If it don't work, after a couple, no matter what I did, I couldn't get into the TV. I didn't know what was going on. I went inside my account, and then you can't click on the three lines because when you go into your account, there's three lines. Well, each account there's regular YouTube and there's premium. Okay, yeah, I have a premium account. I had multitude of premium accounts. That's a long story. I thought you needed when you create a channel and you want to get established and get YPP. I thought you need all that stuff, but you don't need it. This is what I thought. I thought you needed a YouTube premium account for each channel you had. I thought you had to create a separate email for each channel account you have. I thought you had to have a .com account for each account I had. I'm telling you, that's a lot of money to buy this thing. I had one for my music channel. I had one for the tech channel. I had one for all the channels I had, except for the recent ones. I thought you had to have it. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Hang on a second. I know you never seen me without glasses. That's how I look. But I can't see without them. I wish I could. I'm not gonna have that expensive surgery. It's too much money. Electric surgery. My late mother, I had to take her to a cataract doctor. He said, "Hey, I can get that glasses off of you, but it costs you $5,000 each eye." You're talking about $10,000. Holy, he's talking to the wrong person. But anyway, that's beside the point. This is crazy because what's going on with Google? Why would Google update their servers at this time of the day? Wouldn't you want to do it late at night? Why do it now? So whatever. I don't even know whatever happened to that. Let's see. Let's see if I can get her to talk. Can you hear me?
Of course. I'm here and ready to help. What do you have in mind or what do you need assistance with today?
She has a I like that kind of British accent.
Oh, absolutely. I can switch to a British accent for you. Just let me know what you'd like to discuss, and we can keep it all in this style.
Well, aren't you in the British accent right now?
Ah, you're absolutely right. I must have slipped a bit. Yes, I'm fully in a British accent now, so if there's anything specific you'd
No.
like to go over, I'm ready.
What happened to YouTube? Today's another day. On the 17th, they were having problems, and they were they went out basically, right? Oh goodness gracious!
Yes, YouTube did have a major outage on February 17th and 18th, 2026. It started around 7:50 p.m. Eastern Time, affecting over 320,000 users in the US alone, and also impacting YouTube Music, YouTube Kids, and YouTube TV. The problem was linked to a glitch in their recommendation system, but the platform has now resolved it and services are back online.
Yeah, but it felt like it was an attack, and I was on I was watching TV, and everything was it was kind of I would be like I like I check my channels out, and I was like when I would be oh
Yeah,
oh my the battery, holy cow, hold on, there's always a battery in this thing.
no.
Well, I mean I have backup. I can get this. Hope this is enough power to charge
Uh,
it.
exactly. Yeah, just take your time and plug in the backup if you need to. Once you've got it sorted, we can keep going. No rush at all.
It's not as powerful. I have powerful ones. Anyway, what I was trying to find. So okay, so it was a glitch in the recommendation, but it threw everything off from your phone. If you had a lot of accounts on your phone, and if you had a lot of accounts, period, it threw everything off. It was like a nightmare. I thought we were being under attack because that's how attack looks like. Because I went and into the my account and tried to log my back onto my TV on Google TV, and I got a 505 error. It said, "Sorry, can't help you." Sorry, can't help me. Oh my goodness! But the Gemini should have known. Oh, you there? I don't want to talk. Can you keep up with me?
Absolutely, I'm following you. Yeah, it sounds really frustrating, especially with all those accounts linked. Even if it was a glitch, I can see why it felt so much like a full on attack. If you need to, we can talk through troubleshooting steps or
No,
just
no,
check
no, no. I I got the TV back up and running. And what I had to do is I go into the main account and wipe out the TVs all linked to the account. Well, anyway, it's good to do that and then bring it up to date. Then it came on, and the big TV came on. Google TV came on. The problem is I couldn't scroll down. You go down to the side and go from home and search and scroll down. It would jump out of it. So Gemini saying, "Oh, you're gonna have to reinstall that." No, I'm not have to reinstall that. That's a lot to do. We shouldn't have to do all of that. So just had to wait it out, and now it's back up and running. But we're talking about after midnight, I guess, right? How long did it take them to fix that?
So the YouTube outage started around 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time on February 17th, and it lasted about 3 to 5 hours. Services started coming back by just after midnight UTC on the 18th. The main problem was a glitch in the recommendation system, which prevented videos from appearing. Everything is back to normal now, but if you still see glitches, it might just be a local cache issue.
No, I had my kitchen TV. Well, the kitchen TV is Android TV. Well, they use Google. Because when I wipe out the account, it wiped everything out. Well, it's good that we do that now and then, because
Yeah, exactly. It's a good habit to keep things fresh. I mean, even though it was a pain, at least now everything's kind of reset, and hopefully it'll run smoother long term. So fingers crossed, no more weird jumps.
Well, it was weird because it was saying my accounts, like it couldn't recognize my accounts. It couldn't recognize anything. It was like, I don't know. What were you gonna think? I've seen things like this before. You can't take precautions. I don't know how other channels handle it, but hey, I was just sitting there relaxing and watching my big screen TV, and then that came on. And mine's Google TV. Also, when I wipe it out, my Fire TV, I just had to take the Chromebook,
Yeah,
take the Chromebook in where the Fire TV is, and set up the account again. I'd rather do it than on here than use it on the phone because it's a pain in the neck. So let's set it up that way. And let's log in. I think it's white, whatever it is. It's a code, and it takes you to a box, and you just type in whatever the TV says, the code there, and then it does it that way. It should be easy. It shouldn't be complicated. Because,
yeah.
well, I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off, but yeah. Because my password it's encrypted and it's a pain in the neck to
Oh, yeah, I get you. Yeah, it's a lot easier if you just do that code method, especially since the password's all encrypted. Once you pop the code in on the Fire TV, it should all sync up nicely. Then you can just kick back and relax again.
Yeah. No, listen, I have a lot of experience about on the net for a long, long time, but
Oh,
I have to do what I got to do to protect myself, and everybody should do the same thing too. You never know. I don't know how everybody else treated this, but hopefully you're okay, right? We're okay. Good, good.
yeah, definitely. That's a really good point. I mean, staying cautious with all these accounts is key. And yeah, I'm glad everything's back up for you now. If anything else pops up, just take it step by step. No need to rush.
Okay, good. Hey, you're doing better now, ChatGPT. All right, you take care now. Bye bye. Ta. Yeah, ta means see you later. In British. It's funny, but what? Yes. Well, I did not overreact. I have to be cautious. We're in a different kind of world today, you know, and you got to take some cautious. In the other video I made, I was talking about security on the channels. So you'll see it too if you when you go and watch this one. I have to do what I have to do. I got to fix my and it's holistics. Can't show you what that is, but I can tell you what it is. So when you go to Google Studio, just Analytics, the views, the hours, the subs, and if you're YPP, you'll say revenue. They should have a green arrow pointed upwards on all of those. If they don't, and the arrow is downward and it's grayed out, there is something wrong. And that's the problem that I ran across. And nobody, I had, I'm doing something with YouTube right now. I can't say, but I have higher end support. They can't even figure it out. They can only do what they can. They've been trying to figure it out too. They couldn't figure out this. They said, "Well, you shouldn't have that problem." Yeah, but what started it? A whole year went like that. A year and a half went like that. I got it up and running now. It's taking time to come back and sync up like it's supposed to. And this channel too. I saw it happening on this channel too. But and all of them. That's why you have to tighten the security. And there's more than just adding block words. There's more to it than that. But I will reveal that when I get it where I need to be. I want to see if I can get back and running before I can recommend it. Because I don't want to recommend things to you and it don't work. It would bother me. When I used to make games, for Windows. Yeah. Arcade games. They're pretty cool. I made about 67 games before I stopped, and 20 utilities. Yeah. Can't use them. Can you use them today? I don't know. I have the other computer. I might fire it up, and we can do a nostalgic venture. But that's about it. I know a lot of you come here just for answers and take off. But before you take off, get some free answers to things. One thing I ask you to do, hit that subscribe button. If you want to go beyond that and become a member, that's great. You support the channel. And I'm keeping this is active every month. We're getting videos. I'm just doing videos right now. But a lot of you watch the videos, so it's about 50-50. The live streams and the videos are about the same thing. Hopefully the traffic will change now because I fixed some things on the channels that I've spotted. Some help with not chat didn't know. And Google Java doesn't know. You have to talk to the big shot one. Otherwise, nobody can figure it out. When you see all your analytics all grayed out and the monthly or daily views are dropping, something's wrong. The people who give you advice online, they say, "Oh, you're something you're not doing right." It's not your fault. You don't know. I don't think they know. Maybe they haven't come across it. What is that? Something is there. Pretty good. I'm a developer. I'm a programmer. I will research it out. If I can't find the answer, I will try different things and work it out. Okay. I used to be in a forum before we have all this. I had forums. I had forums. Yeah, forums for Android. I did that for a while. I wrote code. Yes, I can write code, and that's why I know Linux. I know it up to a point. I know how to get in there and fix things and make things work better. There is there's a new Linux OS to play around with. I don't know. I'd have to play around with it. It's similar to Zorin because they're doing the same thing. Where Zorin has the Pro, this company has the Pro, and they have the free and the free. So I'd have to play around with it. Maybe try it on this computer here and see if it works. And if it is, then we'll focus on that. But those of you who watch this and just hear me ramble and this enjoy, that's good. That's what ASMR would be. That's why I attach ASMR to the titles. No, where we are here. Okay, the tech channel. I should link up we have a tech store for this channel from Amazon. It's like for like gifts. I should link that up. I still have a lot to do on the tech channel. So that channel. Let's say if you want to get something for this channel, send to the house. I review it and show you, what it's like having that. But I'm trying to do other things for now, what I can within my budget. That's it. I'm not a billionaire or a millionaire or anything like that. Yeah. I don't know if I want. Even having a lot of money doesn't mean things aren't going to be even better. You're going to find, if you're by yourself and you have a lot of money, we're going to buy something. We don't have the technology to do what they do in movies, and we're still primitive in certain spots too. They're getting there with artificial intelligence, or or droids, or whatever it is. They got one for the house, a companion or something like that. We're not there yet. I mean, they might look real, but they're still, not. It's not there yet, Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Our technology is where it is now. They're still playing around with 64-bit processor. We can go up to 128 memory. Maybe some people playing around with 1 terabyte memory. And you still have to buy a GPU card. The motherboard and the processor can't handle the heavy duty graphics yet. There's always that bottleneck with the memory. We haven't even gone to the next generation. So what's going to be the next is crystals. But we can't get into that now because it sounds like a fantasy. So crystal technology, holographic technology, vortex, teleporter. Instead of taking a plane, train, driving, teleporter, you press, you leave your friend in your house, that door opens, and you go where you want to go, anywhere. It's not science fiction, but it's not here yet. It might be here, but we're not supposed to know about it. But we're not allowed to talk about certain things. I hear a lot of stuff on YouTube, but how much is it real? Have you seen these things for your own self? I did see a UFO, a boomerang at 1 o'clock at night. I was putting out the trash. I looked up because you can see the stars where I am, so that means there's no stuff in the atmosphere. I saw the boomerang plane, or whatever it is, UFO, plane, because it was moving pretty slow. Well, it was red, and the red lights. Those are boomerang ones. I haven't seen when I used to fly, doing all this traveling I do. I always look out the window and see if I see anything. I never see anything. Maybe it's there, but I don't see it. I see the sun, but I just like to look and see if I see anything. But we just don't know. This is the time frame that we live in. This is 2026. If you made it to this, congratulations. You live a long life. If you can make it to, what's it, 2026, 2030, 2040, 2050, 2060. Okay, so you get to figure if you're in your 20s now, you should be, say 20, 50, 25, 50. You might be able to make it to 2100. So that would be 2000. Well, that's too far away. So like 1926. Those that live in the roaring 20s, that's like this. But this is in the future now, you see. We're in the 2026. So if you were to go back in time, you go back to 2026 when they had the Ford. That's I forget what they call that Ford. The car they had, the first one. Everybody was wearing the same outfit, black and white. There was no colors. I would look out of place if I went back there. Cell phones won't work. Nothing. Your laptop won't. Or your laptop will work, but you couldn't connect it to anything really because there's no satellites. It's something to think about, you know. But anyway, hey, we're back up and running with YouTube, and hey, life will be a little better. Those of you who have Disney, Disney Plus with no ads, and Hulu comes with that. When you have Hulu, you get that. Get a lot of stuff. They got the Predator movie. Which one's that called? Good Lord. Somehow my I have my webcam here. The new Predator movie. The new Predator movie. Oh, what is it? It's hooked up. I know it's hooked up. It's a pain in the the new Predator. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Predator Badlands. Looks like it got 3 stars and a quarter. I'm gonna watch it. It's on. It popped up on my Disney Plus, so I said, "Hey, I'm gonna watch it." I didn't watch it. I had other things to do. I'm gonna try to watch it tonight. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Damn, can't get away from that. Star Trek fans, they have the. I played Star Trek Online a while ago, around maybe after midnight. Well, before midnight. Yeah. They have. I'm not in it right now. New event, I think it's called New Event. Okay, so the new one, you have to buy that box to get that alien race that can fight the Borg. It's another dimension. We don't even see this on TV yet, so it's something either they made up or they have something else. So it's another mission again. It's not bad. I don't want to tell you about it. I use my Nemesis bird from the Romulan. I have that, and I put the best stuff I have on it. And you only got 5 weapons in the front and 3 in the back. There's only so much you can put in the back. Some of those kind of vessels have experimental weapons, so it gives you like 4 and 4. There's only so much you can do. But on this computer, it still plays. I always feel like you don't have enough weapons because when I attack, I have almost 300 power. That's a lot. And I use the Romulan ship. You can play around with the singularity, and you can send the high beams with the singularity, where it's like almost 5 or 10 times the power. You can tear through any shield. It works pretty good, but it's a lot of power. And then once that's depleted, it takes time to recharge. A lot of people are mad because they have the console game. I don't know why they didn't build the console. I guess there was no way to because they started the game on this PC and they have their own servers. The consoles, I guess, are running on their own server. And some people said, why can't they interact? And maybe we don't have the technology for that because I don't have the game on the console. It looks pretty good on the console. It looks a lot different. But I guess you would need a joystick to play the game. I use the keyboard, and I reprogrammed the keyboard. All I do is hit one button, everything goes off. You have to point and shoot. Some stuff you still have to click on. But I just press one button, everything shields go up, boop, and the weapons go. All the weapons go up. And I got torpedo spread 3. Okay, you need torpedo spread 3 and some extra torpedoes, some extra features. I got a Section 31 vessel. It came with some perks, so I took those perks and I put it on, put them on my other ships. Some people have all sorts of things running. I just find the one I got the best. Everything is Mark 15, so I think the highest is what higher than Epic or Gold, but the game's all right. I just feel the more power you have, the better off you are, and the shields have to see that. What I'm using now, the shields are terrible on that. They gave us on one of the events, they gave us Thorian new weapons, shields, harmonics, or whatever it's called. If you put all that together, it has an extra shield generations. When the first shields completely collapse, it can restore. Or you can take the Voth um, Trojans, or whatever it's called, not Trojan, Mega Fortress. I forgot I have that. Yeah, I have that. That comes with a repair vessel. You can add it to it takes up a slot. You can add it to your own ship, and that will come out and restore your ship if you explode. It's pretty neat. It does work. The Voth weapons, the stock ones, they work. They're strong. I should try that again. Mission they have it. The new mission they have, it's not bad. I can't find it. That's okay. Okay. All right. Before I go, make sure you run your system up to date. I know a lot of people don't like the way Windows is now, and they're going more towards the AI because they want the AI to run everything for everybody, and people don't want that. But you have to go. The AI is what everything is going pushed towards. Your SUV, your car, your vehicle, your everything's going to talk to you. Everything's going to respond to you. The computer is gone beyond what it's capable of. Eventually, we're not going to have these devices. We're going to have crystals and everything will be embedded. I see a future where we don't have any watches. We don't have anything on us. Everything's they'll inject like little things inside, and that's how you call things up. And the system will work in the house. It'll be like a globe, not like you have today. And the TV will see it on any surface, and it'll show up properly. You don't have to buy no screen or anything. Just whatever surface is there, or it'll be transparent. You can look behind it and look in front of it. I might not see that. That might be the rate we're going with technology. It might take a long time. Maybe 3,000. I don't think they have anything right now because we're still using. We're not where we're supposed to be in technology. It's like we stopped, and that's it. From the 70s, we went to smaller in the 80s, and then in the 90s we got big again, and now we 2000. By 2010, now we're in the 20s, 2020. So it's a long way where we are now. You see any change, or is everything the same? They made all the computers fast, but they won't let us use our computers if it doesn't have that TPM2 thing in there. Anyway. Oh, as I said with the Chromebook here, the Chromebook works. It has some glitches, but it works. And people are saying, gee, you can get a laptop. I think HP announced yesterday, I heard about it. HP's making laptops with Linux on it. But this is an HP, and it is running Linux. That's what Chrome OS is. It's Linux. What do you think it is? It's running Linux. They know it works. Okay, so you really can't install too much on there because it's a Google ecosystem. That means you run Google's spreadsheets and stuff like that. And if you wanted to pay for more, like 20 a month, you can get a lot of stuff like 2 terabytes, more access to all the different features of Google. You can get everything, more stuff in the cloud, but you have to pay for it all. And it's not free. That's the thing. Right now, you get 15 gig of RAM. 15 gig of storage for free from Google. Um, Apple, you got to get the storage from them. Um, I have a device for the Apple. I'm going to show how the iPad can do more than I just can't figure out where the heck it is. But when I find it, I'll talk about it. I got to clean this area here. Okay, that's my background. I got some scaffolds up here. They're a pain in the neck. They go on the ceiling. They drop down. That's how I have this behind me. So that will be permanent. This is the permanent background. Okay, I do have something for the channel, and I just have to figure out how I'm gonna hang it up. All right, I'm gonna go. All right.